D1-AA State Soccer Championship. Starting today.
And hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex in Murfreesboro. Today, it is the Class 2A championship game in Division 1 between the Beech Buccaneers and the Seymour Eagles. The two best teams in the state, the last two teams standing in girls soccer in Class 2A, meeting today. The first of three championship games to be played today. We had two from Division 2 that were played on Friday. Should be a very entertaining matchup between these teams, playing their third game in 4 days, and you do wonder, will fatigue be a factor? Beech enters today's game with a 15-7-1 record, while Seymour enters today's game with a 19-3-0 mark. Right now, they're going through the starting lineups and the substitutes for both of these teams. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the kickoff and the first half action from the Class 2A championship game between Beech and Seymour. You're watching the NFHS Network.
Number 23, Krista Dean. Number 25, Chloe Anderson. Number 26, Morgan Hembron. Number 27, Maddie Smith. And number 29, Mia Dean. Ladies and gentlemen, Beech High School, coached by head coach John Ferguson. And their opponent today, the Seymour Lady Eagles. Starting for the Lady Eagles, number 8, Abby Biddle. Number 19, Emily Gillespie. Number 3, Elizabeth Gribenow. Number 21, Lauren Horton. Number 23, Emma Hauser. Number 10, Hannah McKay. Number 31, Anna Pendleton. Number 13, Jory Russell. Number 27, Taylor Taft. Number 2, Abby Wolfenbarger. Number 24, Cindy Wolfenbarger. Also playing for the Lady Eagles, number 11, Haley Crowder. Number 1, Allison Day. Number 6, Mackenzie Embry. Number 25, Chelsea Garbett. Number 12, Kelsey Lyne. Number 4, Claire McNamara. Number 14, Rihanna O'Connor. Number 5, Mackenzie Ott. Number 28, Ocean Teddy. Number 15, Michelle Philipos. Ladies and gentlemen, your Seymour Lady Eagles, coached by head coach Ron Blaney. Officials for today's game: on center, Kevin Arsenault. On the lines, Mike Smith, Derek Williams. And your fourth official is Hunter McLaughlin. Once again, we want to welcome you to the D1-AA State Soccer.
The D1-AA Championships are brought to you by Regions Bank. Regions Bank is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Things are going really well. Living together is actually pretty good, you know?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really glad things are working out.
We have different schedules, but we have dinner together. And we watch different TV shows, but we compromise, you know?
That's great. Hey, I'm gonna call a cab. Do you need a ride?
No, man. She's picking me up.
There she is. Good hanging, man.
Hey, Mima.
Hey, Peaches.
Is that a new nightie?
It doesn't matter who your driver is, as long as it's a sober one.
Dynabody is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Whether it's new or used gym equipment, you can find it at dynabody.com, where we make champions.
We're here.
Woo! Right here.
Where's Jack?
We're so happy you're here.
Being here matters. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield has thousands of people right here in Tennessee serving millions of members.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
So when it matters, wherever you go, we'll always be right here.
And welcome back to the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. First half action in the Division I Class 2A Championship about to get underway between the Beech Buccaneers and the Seymour Eagles. I'm Mark Nagy. It's terrific to have you here with us on what is no longer a rainy Murfreesboro, at least for the moment, but the field here at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex has certainly taken a battering, the main field, over the past couple of days. We even had more rain this morning, actually forced these teams not even to spend most of their warm-ups on the main field. They had to go and warm up on the field parallel to this one. And we are underway. In the first half, Beech in the blue jerseys and blue shorts with the orange numerals. They will be going from left to right on your monitor, while Seymour will be operating from right to left in the white jerseys and navy blue shorts. This game actually a rematch of a game that was played all the way back in August at a tournament in Gatlinburg. That game a 2-1 win for Seymour. But certainly that was a long time ago. The field conditions will be a factor today. We'll just see how much of a factor as the day goes on. This is the first of 3 championship games to be played today. This is the 2A version. We've got the 3A championship and the single A title game as well. Look for a moment like we'd have our first opportunity for Seymour, and they actually do get a shot off. That from Emma Hauser, number 23, their freshman striker, but it goes wide of the post. Considering that these teams are playing their third game in 4 days, you do wonder what fatigue we'll have for both of these teams. They played on Wednesday and Thursday, did not play yesterday, but still 3 games in 4 days at the end of a very long soccer season. This game well attended for both Seymour fans who made the trip from East Tennessee and for the fans from Beech High School in Hendersonville. And now Beech has possession. Cleared by Elizabeth Grabenow. And now Seymour's on the attack. That time Anna Pendleton was trying to pass to the center of the field to Emma Hauser, but couldn't connect. This ball is in play, though. Play to Abby Harris. Not a lot of blue jerseys in the area. And an easy play for Emily Gillespie. Gillespie has it. Gillespie taken off of the play. Abby Harris put that forward, hoping to connect with Tyler Taff. Here's Sydney Sandbuffer for Beech. Here's Hauser. Hauser gets past the defender, but a nice work that time by Kiera Berry to shield Hauser off of the play. It turns into a throw-in for Beech. J.C. Swafford. Now here's Sanderfer. Sanderfer nearly able to connect that one for Macy Croft, and Croft would have been away. Here's Pendleton. Pendleton got past one Beech defender, couldn't get past a second. They send J.C. Swafford ahead of the play, but that is going to carry over the sideline. It will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Seymour with only 3 losses on the year, and all 3 of those losses coming to teams that play in Class 3A. And certainly they've been one of the best teams in Class 2A all year round. Nice work that time by Gribbenau to clear and not give up a corner. And cleared again. Good possession this sequence from Beech, and finally making the play was Lauren Horton, their freshman keeper. That punt gets to midfield on a header from Biddle. The big game thus far in this tournament in Class 2A, the key game, if you will, was that semifinal matchup between Beech and perennial powerhouse Greenville. In recent years, Greenville with a few state title appearances, for state tournament appearances, and 2 state championships. And that's a whistle, and we're going to get a free kick coming up here for Seymour. So the first free kick coming from close to the 18 in this game for either squad. But in that semifinal matchup, Beech beat Greenville technically 1-0. It was a 0-0 game, and Beech had to win 5-4 on PKs. Just a whale of a game between those 2 teams. Free kick here for Wolfenbagger. It's low. Centering attempt goes past the 18, and Seymour has to regroup. Throw in coming up for the Eagles. Easy play there for Natasia Jones, their keeper. Her punt rests short of midfield. And perhaps an opportunity here for Seymour, or for Beech. But a good job from Seymour's Abby Wolfenbarger to put it out of bounds. This is the third appearance in the state tournament for the Seymour Lady Eagles, the first in program history for the Beech Lady Buccaneers. Beech got here in the region tournament with a 4-0 win over Nashville MLK, and then a 4-3 win in the regional championship game over White House. The sectional, also a tough one for Beech, a 4-3 win over Sycamore. And then since we've gotten to Murfreesboro, Beech was a 4-0 winner over South Gibson, and then that win in penalty kicks over Greenville in the semifinals. And Beech here gets their first corner kick opportunity of the day. Five blue jerseys in the box, make it 6. That one a little bit short. It's going to go over that goal line again, that back line, and it'll be another corner kick. And we're starting to see a few more umbrellas pop up in the crowd as the rain starts to fall again here at the Siegel Soccer Complex. And now we'll end up with a goal kick. Cool temperatures, about 50 degrees in Murfreesboro, and light rain. Physical play between both teams, play on. Mueller. That shot ends up going directly to the keeper, and a nice play by Lauren Hutton. And with the field conditions the way that they are, rebounds are going to be big. Can these keepers control those shots? And the ball can skip as well. And here comes Seymour on the attack one more time. Emma Hauser trying to catch up to it. She can't, but it's going to be a throw in deep in the Beech end for the Lady Eagles. Beech will go about five deep, but Seymour, you won't see many substitutions. They may go about 2 or 3 deep tops. Some very slick footing for both of these keepers. And that is going to be a challenge. Hannah McKay wanted to pass that one to Emma Hauser, but it goes over the sideline. Throw-in coming up for the Bucks. That's still in bounds, goes out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up for Beech. They'll go right down the line for Fuqua. Nice clear by Gribenow. Stays in bounds and gives Seymour a chance to attack. Seymour still attacking with Anna Pendleton. Pendleton centers. And that's going to be over the back line, and it will be a corner kick. First corner kick for Seymour. Really impressive speed that time on the far side of the field near the sideline from Anna Pendleton, getting past a couple of Beech players. And it opens up a free kick opportunity for Seymour. They'll take it short. Not much doing that time, and Jones makes the play. Throw in now for Seymour. And now throw in for Beech.
Checking in for Beech, number 17, Emma Roberts.
Emma Robertson in the game now for the first time for the Lady Bucks. We're about 13 and a half minutes into this game. Still no score between Beech and Seymour. Still looking for that first solid offensive opportunity as well. McKay puts it out of bounds, throwing for Beech. That one goes to Swafford. Nice header that time from Taff on to Hauser. Hauser to the middle of the field where there's a couple of white jerseys. Here's Wolfenbarger. And a whistle and a foul will go against Beech. But the one thing with the field conditions as they are, it takes these free kicks and it makes them a much more difficult affair as you try and get the proper footing and get the soccer ball in the air. Just difficult to control it. But that was a good effort that time for Seymour as Biddle put that right on into the direction of the keeper. And Jones was able to make the play and not allow a rebound. Now Beech is attacking. Here's Swafford. Instead, put out of bounds by Russell. And we're already seeing players slipping and sliding a great deal.
Checking in for Beech, number 21, Kaya Kirby.
Kaya Kirby comes in for Kennedy Powell for the Bucks. Sander first short throw to Swafford. She's knocked down, and that's going to be a free kick for Beech. Sydney Sanderfer will take it. Five blue jerseys in the box. Gets past the wall. Swafford did get her right foot on it, but it was slow and went to the side of the post. An easy play for Horton. Now Seymour's on the attack again. Gribenow. Gribenow centers. It's blocked. Gribenow again. But that's going to go over that back line, and it will be a goal kick. You're watching live coverage of the TSSAA Girls Soccer Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/TSSAA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of TSSAA championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, it's all there at NFHSnetwork.com/TSSAA. 17 minutes in, still no score between Beech and Seymour. And a whistle and a foul goes against the Eagles. Talking with Seymour head coach Ron Blades before the game, he said that his team conditioning is in great shape at the present time, and that's certainly going to help when you're playing your third game in 4 days. Said that they are healthy. Felt that this is a team that could make it back to the state tournament back when practices began in the summer. And he was right. They only lost one senior from last year's squad that made it here to Murfreesboro. The goal was to get here, and now that they're here, they want to win the whole thing. Seymour arrived in the region semifinals with a 3-0 win over Elizabethton, then beat Greenville 1-0 in the title game. In sectionals, it was a 5-0 win over Knoxville Central to earn their ticket to Murfreesboro. Since they've been here, it's been a 7-0 win over McMinn Central in the quarterfinals and a 2-0 win over Nolensville in the semis. An advantage for both of these teams fitness-wise is that those early games, Beech with a 4-0 win over South Gibson and that 7-0 win for Seymour over McMinn Central, they were able to rest a lot of their starters. Make things a little bit easier today. Third corner kick coming up now for the Bucks. Haley Burrows will take it. And we'll do it again. Burrows, the sophomore midfielder. That one is headed back to Burrows. And she puts it right back in the box. Corner kick number 5 for the Buccaneers. There in that corner, it's just really dug up, and it's difficult, especially for an outswinger with the right foot, to get a lot on it. The other corner's in better shape than that one. Finally cleared by Seymour, but Beech is keeping the pressure on. Robertson has that taken away, and now it's a fast break for Seymour. Biddle keeps carrying. Biddle with the pass for Taft. Taft gets the shot off, but it goes over the crossbar for a goal kick. Abby Biddle, who will be playing her college soccer at Lenore Rhine, carried that one just about half of the entire field. Ends up giving it up for Taft. Taft got the shot off, but she was pressured, and that might have had an effect. The field here is just really beat up. Makes even the seemingly simplest of plays a bit of an adventure at times. And Seymour's on the attack again. Here's Biddle. But a nice job on defense from Mueller. One of the captains for this Beech team stops that rush. That's played to Swafford. Swafford steered off the play, no call. And we'll go back the other way with Anna Pendleton. Pendleton sprints past the Beech defender. She's got Taft with her. And it's going to be a corner kick. Second corner kick of the day for the Lady Eagles. Abby Biddle, one of the key players on this Seymour team, takes the short corner. She cuts it back, puts it in the box. Finally cleared, almost connected that time with Taff. Seymour keeping the pressure on. Here's Biddle. Biddle, though, has it taken away. And a throw-in coming up for Seymour. Nice work from Hannah McKay to come back to the play and limit the rush for Swafford. That goes out of bounds off Hauser. Throw-in coming up for Beech. Sanderfer. Here's Robertson. And whistle, and that's going to be a handball. Free kick coming up for Beech. Seymour sets up a two-person wall. Haley Burrows, the sophomore midfielder, to take it. That gets into the box, but headed away. Still waiting for that first serious challenge for either team. That goes out of bounds. Throw in coming up for Beech.
Checking in for the Lady Buccaneers, number 8, Macy Croft. And number 3,
Macy Croft and Kara Berry back in the game for the Bucks. Bucks keeping the pressure on. Berry saves it. Out of bounds. Throw in coming up for Beech. Played to Harris. On to Burrows. Burrows takes that one from distance, and Horton is there. And a whistle, and that stops the pressure from Seymour as Sanderfer got knocked down. Croft hoping to connect for Sanderfer, could not. Play continues. Sydney Sanderfer has it. Sanderfer with the left foot has it blocked as it went into Hauser. Wolfenbacher puts it out of bounds. That's Sydney Wolfenbacher. You have the sophomore, number 2, Abby Wolfenbacher. And the senior, number 24, Sydney Wolfenbacher, who's going to be playing her college soccer at LMU next year. Put out of bounds by McKay. Another throw in for Beech.
Come on, White!
And physical play, and that's going to be a free kick from a fairly dangerous spot on the field for Beech. And Burrows wants to take it quickly and does. And that actually gets through. And cleared. So a quick restart, and it gave them a chance, but just carried a little bit too far. Both teams seeming to have some trouble possessing the soccer ball at the present time. And again, the field conditions not doing anyone any favors. So it'll be a throw in for Gillespie. That ball's still in play and cleared. Less than 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. No score in the Class 2A championship game in Division 1 between Beech and Seymour. Gillespie, her throw ends up being headed over the back line, so it's a corner kick for Seymour, their third corner of the day. Conditions a little bit better on that corner, but they likely will try the short corner again. And they do. Gillespie centers. There's a shot and off the crossbar. It hit the crossbar and then gets deflected in. Oh, what a sequence for Seymour. I believe that was deflected off of Anna Pendleton, and the Lady Eagles strike first. Anna Pendleton gets credit for the goal. The original shot for Seymour went off the bottom of the crossbar. And when Beech tried to clear, Pendleton was there to block it. It went past Jones, and in the 31st minute, Seymour takes a 1-0 lead. So can Beech respond? Throw-in coming up now for Beech. Correction, the referee said it was deflected and actually will be a throw-in for the Lady Eagles.
Come on, Seymour, let's go!
Considering just how tough the field conditions are here, you don't think you're going to see a great deal of highlight-worthy goals. I think there are going to be a lot of goals just like we saw, if we get many to begin with. And the first tally goes for the team from East Tennessee. Anna Pendleton had a goal in Seymour's 7-0 win in the quarterfinals. So this is her second goal here in Murfreesboro. Quick restart for Seymour. Nice move from Taft. Taft on for Hauser. Hauser slips when she was trying to cut back. This ball still in play. If there was a little bit more on that one, it might have been trouble. Gillespie was able to put that towards Jones, and the wind might have knocked it down just a hair. That's deflected and actually stays in bounds, and it's still in bounds. And cleared. Good work that time by Powell. Nice move for Beech, and they're on the move one more time. Can Beech do something here? Burrows. Burrows gets the shot. It is deflected, and that will be a corner kick. AstroTurf, the inventor of artificial turf and the leading innovator in the industry, is a proud sponsor of the TSSAA Soccer Championships. 6:20 remaining here in the first half. Seymour with a 1-0 lead. Corner kick coming up for Beech, the 6th corner kick of the first half for the Lady Bucks. Burrows will take it. It's low. Burrows gets it back. Can't get much on it with the left foot. Fuqua. Now it's back for Burrows. Still in the box. And cleared. Kirby had it blocked. Fuqua has it. Fuqua has it blocked that time by Hauser. Haley Burrows. Haley Burrows with a slide tackle. Play continues. And finally cleared by Gillespie. Beech keeping the pressure on. And it's an easy play for Horton. And cleared with authority by Abby Wolfenbacher.
Checking in for Beech, number 22, Kendra Mueller.
Kendra Mueller, their captain, the District 9 2A MVP this year. That's put on net. But Mueller back in the game for Beech. That one put back on net, and Horton was able to collect it again. The fact that these keepers that are trying to limit those rebounds becomes even more important on a day like this, the field conditions as they are. Just unpredictable where the ball can end up sometimes. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Seymour on top, 1-0. Nice moves by Gribenow. The ball's not out of bounds yet. And still in play. Physical play, and that's going to be a foul on Mueller. Or correction, the foul actually goes against Seymour. And it's a quick restart for Beech. Burrows. Wanted to pass that one to Fuqua, but could not connect. Starting to see the physical play ramp up a little bit more over the past few minutes. And a foul will go against Mueller on the follow-through. The Seymour fans not happy with the physical play at the present time. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Play continues. Hauser gives chase. Hauser fighting with Sanderfer. It goes over that back line. It will be a corner kick. Fourth corner kick coming up for the Lady Eagles.
Okay, now.
That time they skewed the short corner. And Beech tries to attack with just over a minute remaining. Good work that time from Abby Wolfenbacher to clear.
Checking in for Beech, number 8.
Abby Biddle back in the game here for the final 50 seconds. Free for the moment. Can they get a shot off? It's blocked. Excellent recovery from Jory Russell. Otherwise, that might have been a really strong chance for the Buccaneers. They throw it in quick. The shot goes directly on the keeper, and she comes out and ends up making the play. A terrific save from Lauren Hutton, and good awareness knowing that there were no blue jerseys in the area, so if she could just get her hands on it and keep it over that goal line, she would have time to recover. And that'll do it for the first half of action here in the Division I Class 2A championship game. It's a goal in the 31st minute from Anna Pendleton, and that gives the Seymour Lady Eagles a 1-0 lead over the Beech Lady Buccaneers. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will have second half action in the Class 2A title game. After this, you're watching the NFHS Network.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Things are going really well. Living together is actually pretty good, you know?
Ah, it's awesome. I'm really glad things are working out.
We have different schedules, but we have dinner together. And we watch different TV shows, but we compromise, you know?
That's great. Hey, I'm gonna call a cab. Do you need a ride?
No, man. She's picking me up.
There she is. Good hanging, man.
Hey, Mima.
Hey, Peaches.
Is that a new nightie?
It doesn't matter who your driver is, as long as it's a sober one.
The T-SSAA Championships are brought to you by Regions Bank. Regions Bank is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Doing great. I'm right here.
No te preocupes, aquí estoy.
Hey, Dad. I'm here.
I'm right here.
Being here matters. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield has thousands of people right here in Tennessee serving millions of members.
And if you need anything else, we'll be right here.
So when it matters, wherever you go, we'll always be right here.
It's funny. He liked that name, but he years and years ago, he had a dog. So he thought I should name the other dog. But I'm like, I'm impressed with all of it. And he's going to name it Ruby, but then he's like, well, I like the name Ruby, but my so-and-so's girlfriend's name is Ruby, and I can't stand her. So I went, okay. Well, it's a girl. Yeah, it's a girl. He wanted a girl, which surprised me. I figured he would. Well, it won't be as big. Yeah, no. He has this theory that female dogs like guys better and guy dogs like women better. I'm like, I don't think that's true, but whatever. But female dogs are smaller than they are. Yeah, Hey, Bill, when you were yelling, that's a punk move, what did she do to her? I couldn't see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's when he didn't call it at all. She'll get worse. Oh, I know. She's awful. She threw an elbow. Right, as they were leaving the field, yeah. She yelled at us while she was playing at Rocky Top. She's good player, but she doesn't need to do that. Yeah. That's a good save. They checked out. They won't be able to have a chair before they start home. See what now? They checked out of their motel. Oh, yeah. So they'll have to go home ready. I didn't think about that. I wonder if there's showers here. No. I knew I didn't need to bother. I was like, they're going. They're going to have to take showers. I wonder if they have showers here. That's what I was thinking, maybe in that big building. Because I was thinking they're already packed up. Yeah. Hannah's stuff is in our truck already. Yeah. We can hose them down. Yeah. I was like, when Hannah got in that mud, I was just like, I don't care about mud. I just care about cleats to the head. Poor Lauren was covered in mud before they started the game. You got to get that on. When you're a keeper, you got to get that mud on you. Okay, so is it me or I'm sorry? I think she did. That's what I thought. And the girl went like, and I love it. She's like getting so aggressive this year. Like, they didn't call that, but I'm pretty sure she linked arms with it. Yeah. I don't know if she meant to. She might have thought she was going to do that dance. Well, the girl stuck her arm in him. Yeah. So it's like they were wanting to square dance. She has improved so much this year. And she's gotten more aggressive. Yeah, she has. I don't know enough to know for sure. I do notice that the one thing I told her is when she has a purpose. You used to be when the ball would come through her, she would just punt it as far away as she could. At least now she tries to send it. She's not doing as much as, like her little dainty, like her dainty run. She's more aggressive. Seems more purposeful, like you say. She's got more size too. I think she's understanding it more. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. There's so many boys. Yeah, I heard they did find him before he came home or something last week or 2 weeks ago. That's a whole different league of soccer mom. I don't paint my face. No. Level now. I would have really been impressed. Abby and Sydney both are taking a beating. Hurting. Abby's back was hurting.
And welcome back to the Siegel Soccer Complex here in Murfreesboro. Mark Nagy with you at the Class 2A championship game in girls soccer. Seymour with a goal in the 31st minute from Anna Pendleton. Their junior forward has given them a 1-0 lead. Second half is now underway. Since we're at the second half now, teams have switched sides, so Seymour will go from left to right on your monitor with white jerseys and blue shorts, while Beech in the blue jerseys and blue shorts will go from right to left. Remember, this is a rematch of a game played all the way back in August at a tournament in Gatlinburg. That game was a 2-1 victory for Seymour. Don't think that John Ferguson, the head coach for Beech, was especially upset with how his team played in that first half. Just a couple of opportunities too many for Seymour, and finally they cashed in. It's a very talented Beech team, very athletic Beech team. There's a few players that are on this team that once this season ends, they'll go right to basketball and play for the varsity team at Beech. John Ferguson in his first year as the head coach, trying to win a state championship in what is the first appearance at the state tournament for the Lady Buccaneers. There were a lot of blue jerseys in the area, not a lot of white jerseys down there for the moment, but Seymour was able to regroup. And Gribbenau clears. That's still in bounds. It goes out of bounds now. Throw-in coming up for the Lady Eagles. Gribbenau will take it. But we've got a whistle, and the clock will stop. Maybe a quick timeout, an injury timeout, as Joe Fuqua goes back to the bench. It looks like J.C. Swafford has entered the game, and we're back underway. To the middle of the field, a lot of space here for Abby Biddle. Biddle hoping to thread the needle. It's just really hard to control the soccer ball right now. And finally cleared. And a whistle and a free kick coming up here for Beech. Burrows will start it quickly. Mueller trying to get it back to Biddle. And that shot will be well wide, but it was deflected, so it's going to be a corner kick. Biddle on defense in the area for Seymour, but for Beech here, it's going to be their 7th corner kick of the day. Seymour has 4. In swinger this time for Haley Burrows. It's low. That shot is blocked. Second shot is blocked. Third shot is blocked. And that's going to barely carry over that back line. And it's going to be another corner kick for Beech. But with the field conditions as they are, you may not be able to get a lot of air under it, but if you can get a line drive, it's much more difficult for a defender to trap and clear. And you may get an opportunity to put one in the net. Burrows has 6 teammates in the area. Again, that's low, but it is cleared by Gillespie. Sent back in by Robertson. But it's going to be a goal kick. Again, this is a Seymour team that made it to the state tournament last year, lost only one senior from that squad. Not a big surprise to see them back playing in this game, or see them in this tournament. And this year they've advanced farther. That shot ends up going just wide, and a smart play by Lauren Horton to let it carry over that back line. Even if she thinks she can catch it, remember it's a slick soccer ball. Could have gone off her hands and possibly over that back line for a corner. Or never know, even disastrous, could have changed course and gone back into her own net. Burrows on for Mueller. Mueller finds some space. Mueller plays it to space, but that's going to carry all the way over the back line, and it will be a goal kick. She's hoping to connect with Sydney Sanderfer, but not much doing. It's a light wind going from left to right. And a light misty rain at times. But the big weather concern has been what's happened to this field at the Siegel Soccer Complex over the past couple of days. There's it's muddy spots all over the field and a few spots that are just really, really rough shape. Lorden catches that on the bounce, making the save. But again, even plays like that can be tricky because you don't know if the soccer ball is going to bounce directly because of how muddy the field is. Mueller gets knocked down. Free kick coming up for the Bucks. Emma Robertson will take it. Couldn't get much on that. It looks like she slipped just the slightest bit, but it gets to the top of the 18 and finally cleared by Seymour. So here in the opening 7.5 minutes of this first half, it's been more pressure from Beech, as they're the team that has to be more of the aggressor since they are trailing by a goal. Jill Fuqua back in the game for Beech. So we're, once again, as expected, we're seeing more substitutions for the Lady Buccaneers, and haven't really seen very much in that respect from Seymour. Throw-in coming up for Beech. Put out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Seymour. Today's event is also available for all subscribers via our mobile website. Log on to nfhsnetwork.com from your smartphone or tablet and view live games or replays from anywhere. Just over 10 minutes gone here in the second half. Seymour still on top, 1-0 in the Class 2A championship game in girls soccer. That foul goes against Beech as Tyler Taft gets knocked down. Abby Wolfenbarger will take it. Had good footing on that one and was able to put that one up into the air. And cleared. It's 1-on-4 for Beech. J.C. Swafford was hoping to control it, but could not. And now a throw-in coming up for Seymour. Hauser steered off the play, but Barry couldn't control. So it's another throw-in coming up here for Seymour. Another throw-in coming up for the Bucks. And a whistle and another foul goes against Beech. If you're Seymour, there's no need for you to be in much of a hurry. Still certainly plenty of time remaining. You can afford to be more deliberate with that 1-goal lead. Wolfenbarger takes the free kick. And can't get much on that again because of the weather conditions. But that shot will go just a little bit wide. So it ends up turning into a decent opportunity for Seymour. Looked like that was Biddle who had taken that shot with the left foot, but ends up a couple of feet wide of the post. But, when you get a free kick like that, there are just so many bodies in the area, it's hard to find any free space. And that time she actually was able to find a little bit of extra room. And Seymour tries to keep the pressure on. Pendleton centers, and it was slowed down and cleared for the moment. Stepping up nicely that time was McKay, but now she's got to retreat. McKay passes that forward. That will carry over the line. Another throw-in coming up for Seymour. Or correction, for Beech. If there is going to be an issue with fatigue, you would think it would be on the Seymour side because they don't substitute as much. But remember, Beech 2 days ago had to play an overtime game that went all the way to PK, so it took a while. Smart play by Gribbenau just to put it over the back line, but it does mean the third corner kick of the half for Beech and their 9th of the game. What will they be able to do with it this time? Haley Burrows will take it as an outswinger. Six blue jerseys in the box. Headed away. Shot is blocked. Time Mueller was hoping to put that one on net. Powell. She has it taken away by Pendleton. Pendleton could not get past Mueller. And a whistle and a foul will go against Pendleton. Still have yet to see any bookings in this game. No yellow cards given. Mueller played it to the middle of the field for Burrows. Burrows will shoot from distance. It's blocked. And cleared to the middle. Here's Mueller. Mueller centers and put over the back line. Corner kick. And now we're seeing that Beech is trying to press the attack even more, and they've got the momentum over the past few minutes. 10th corner kick for the Bucks. Mueller will take this one. And a whistle, and a foul goes against Beech. And the Seymour fans are happy about that. And they'll start it relatively quickly with a good pass to Pendleton. Pendleton trying to show off the speed, and does. And a whistle and a foul goes against Pendleton. High school sports fans, never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS network to watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sporting events from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination. NFHSnetwork.com. High school happens here. What's happening right now is that Seymour has a 1-0 lead, and Beech is doing all they can to knot this thing up. But Seymour is not being receptive to those efforts. Good pass forward from Biddle. She hoped to get that one to Taff. Biddle gets it back. Biddle passes to the middle of the field, but Mueller is there. Biddle giving chase. So here's Mueller. Mueller with the left foot puts that forward. It's to the middle of the field. Beech still controls. And you can see that defensive philosophy for the Lady Eagles. No reason to take any chances and sort of play with the soccer ball down on this end of the field. Just put it out of bounds and live to play another play. Emma Hauser back in the game for Seymour. Emma Hauser had a goal in their victory in the semifinals yesterday, or 2 days ago, rather. Croft put that one forward low, but it was cleared. Play continues. Here's Pendleton. Pendleton steered off the ball by Mueller, and Pendleton and Mueller kind of gave each other a stare. Kendra Mueller, who will be playing next year, she gets knocked down. And I think this is one of the situations where the referee needs to get control of things a little bit. It wouldn't be surprising to see a booking coming up as a message. Kendra Mueller got knocked down that time. Mueller will be playing at UTC next year with her sister Jordan Mueller. And that's not going to be a corner, it's going to be a throw. That one put into the middle of the field, no blue jerseys there. Beech keeping the pressure on. Mueller takes a shot from distance, and it's in. Oh, what a shot by Mueller. We're tied at 1. Kenda Mueller with a blast from about 25 yards out. Just a perfect shot with the right foot. Lauren Hutton had no chance, and we're tied at 1. Kendra Mueller, who had just been knocked down a couple of minutes before, gets back up and scores in the 60th minute. That was an absolute laser beam into the upper left-hand corner. And now Beech is pressing on, trying to get the go-ahead goal. Play continues. And the flag is up, and that's going to be offsides. So Seymour had been leading for almost 30 minutes. But Kendra Mueller got a little bit of space. And knowing it's just so hard to control the soccer ball on this field, that the simple passes, the quick passes, just really difficult to get everybody on the same page. But, you know, we had talked about how didn't know if we're going to get any pretty goals today, but that certainly was just a terrific shot. And she just found one of those small patches on the field that aren't affected too much by the weather conditions. And that allowed her to get a really good strike on it. And a quick whistle and a substitution. I don't think Mueller was a big fan of that, as they had a little bit of a push going. And right now the momentum is all Bucks. Kennedy Powell with the throw to Mueller. Mueller plays that back. Hickman, nice pass for Croft. Croft over for Sanderfer to the middle of the field. Mueller tries again. Couldn't get a whole lot on that one, but Beech is keeping the pressure on. Haley Burrows gets knocked down, and where was that foul? Just at the edge of the box. Just a few inches away. Otherwise, that could have been a penalty kick. Instead, it's going to be a free kick for Beech. Haley Burrows to take it. Burrows' shot is deflected. Shot from Hickman was deflected. Hickman on the ground. And you can see players just slipping and sliding all over the place in physical play, and I think we're going to finally get a booking, and this was overdue. A yellow card goes against Elizabeth Gribenow. So she's got to play the rest of the game knowing that if she gets carded again, she will be disqualified, and Seymour will have to play with 10 players. So she'll have to go to the bench for a bit. One of those few substitutions, Ocean Tedding coming in for Seymour. Sanderfer to take the throw. We're back underway. And a whistle, and we're going to get another stoppage, and we may get another card. And we do. So now Abby Harris gets a yellow card. And just like Elizabeth Gribenow, she's got to play the rest of the day with that one booking. If it happens again, she's out. So that's 2 yellow cards within 20 seconds. And maybe that will calm things down a little bit. Here's Wolfenbacher. Headed away by Mueller. Thrown for Seymour. Elizabeth Gribenow back in the game after heading to the sideline for mandatory after a few seconds after the yellow card. A little bit of miscommunication there for the moment. Quick throw in coming up for Beech. Fifteen and a half minutes remaining. 1-1 between Beech and Seymour. Mueller with the left foot. Puts that forward. But steered the other way by Gribenow. Mueller has it. She's knocked down. No booking this time. Just a warning to Biddle. But Mueller takes a tumble. Mueller guarded by Biddle. She plays that back for Sanderfer, or for Berry, rather. Now Beech is attacking again. Here's Burrows. Burrows on for Fuqua. Fuqua to the middle of the field for Muir. Muir looking to get free again for a shot, but has to retreat a little bit. She hopes to carry this to the corner. Muir still carrying. Muir centers, and it's blocked, but that earns a corner kick for Beech. "14 minutes to go, still tied at 1 in the Class 2A title game in Division 1. And Mueller will take this corner kick. Instead, it will be Macy Croft. But she has Mueller there if they decide to go the short corner route, and they do. Mueller cuts it back, takes a shot with the left foot. It's deflected and cleared. I believe the Seymour may have gotten away with a handball. That's what Beech is maintaining, that there was a handball in the box. Play continues. Tyler Taft right now is 1-on-3, finally getting some help from Pendleton. Now Taft cuts to the middle of the field, plays it back for Pendleton. Pendleton centers. A couple of white jerseys down there. And they've got possession. Here's Gribenow. Pendleton has it on the side. And it goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Seymour with 12 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in regulation. Knocked out of bounds by Mueller. Another throw coming up for Seymour. Gillespie into the middle of the field. Seymour keeping the pressure on. Here's Biddle. Biddle gets the shot off with the left foot. That ball's loose. A chance and a goal. Those rebounds can be deadly, and this time it's Emma Hauser, the freshman striker, giving Seymour a 2-1 lead with less than 12 minutes remaining. Biddle got that shot off with the left foot. Natasia Jones just couldn't control it. It's a slick field. It's a slick soccer ball. And Emma Hauser, with less than 12 minutes remaining, gives the Eagles the lead right back. That goal in the 69th minute. And after the past 20 minutes or so have been all Beech, Seymour is able to make something happen. Just with these field conditions and how wet it is out there, any shot can be a good shot just because of something like that. Muir now trying to respond again. Muir with the left foot has it blocked. Muir gets it back, trying to free herself up with the right foot perhaps. Maybe one more chance here, and it goes over the crossbar. Beech keeping the pressure on, almost tied this thing up. Jill Fuqua had the chance. Lauren Hutton was alone back there, but the shot goes over the crossbar. And a whistle and a foul is going to go against Seymour, and we've got more physical play between these teams. And Muir will take this from about 26, 27 yards out. Three-person wall for Seymour. And here's Muir. A really good effort, and it's in. Oh, what a shot from Mueller, and we're tied again. It is the Kendra Mueller show here in the second half. In the 70th minute, Kendra Mueller with a free kick for about 27 yards out. Once again into that upper corner. Lauren Hutton couldn't get a hand on it. And we're knotted at 2. Collected now by Natasia Jones. And here's Mueller. Free kicks from that close can just prove to be deadly if you can get the thing in the air. A perfect shot from Mueller. She has 2 perfect shots here in this second half. And we're even again in the Class 2A title game. So what can Seymour do here? Or can Beech take a lead for the first time today? Throw-in coming up for Beech, as it was deflected, says the referee. Here's Biddle. Biddle plays a long ball forward. A couple of players take a tumble. Thrown for Seymour. That goes over that line. It's going to be a throw. Gribenow couldn't control. Quick throw for Beech. Two players go down. Play continues, says Mr. Referee. Now a whistle, and now we're going to get a call. Jory Russell, the guilty party. And Mueller will take the free kick. Mueller plays to the middle of the field. Abby Harris plays that for Barry, and nothing doing that time. So 6.5 minutes ago, we look forward, and should this thing end up staying tied at the end of regulation, we'll have two 10-minute overtime periods, and you play those two 10-minute periods no matter what. Score no goals, score 80 goals, doesn't matter. You're still going to keep playing. After that, you play two sudden death 5-minute overtime periods, and if still tied, then you go to the dreaded penalty kicks. CPA yesterday won in penalty kicks in the Division II Class 1A title game. Play continues. Still a chance here for Seymour. Beech hasn't cleared yet, and they finally do. Coming all the way out to make the play is Jones. Fuqua cuts it back. Here's Powell. Blocked out of bounds by Russell. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Lady Bucks. Their 12th of the day. Sydney Sanderfer going over with Kendra Mueller. May try to do a short corner again. And they do. Here's Mueller. Mueller takes the shot with the left foot. It is low and not on net. Less than 4 minutes to go in regulation. Tied at 2 in the Class 2A title game. Really good hustle from Anna Pendleton, and she's carrying downfield. Pendleton has some space still. Pendleton looking to center and does, and it goes all the way through the box. Still in play. That shot goes to Jones, and Jones collects. We've got a whistle, and we're going to get an injury timeout. Looks like that's Jill Fuqua who has to head to the side. AstroTurf, the inventor of artificial turf and the leading innovator in the industry, is a proud sponsor of the TSSAA Soccer Championships. Yet another corner here for Beech. It's getting late. Croft is there with Mueller. Here's Mueller. That's blocked, and it'll turn into another corner kick. Number 14 for the Bucks. Croft gets it to Mueller. She centers. And a whistle, and we're going to get a foul that goes against Abby Harris because she interfered with Seymour keeper Lauren Hutton trying to come out and make the play. Play continues. Here's Biddle. Biddle gets taken down, but no call. Players just slipping and sliding all over the place right now. This will stay in bounds. Powell puts that out of bounds. Throw-in coming up with less than a minute to go in regulation. Gribenow. Out of bounds again. Another throw coming up. Out of bounds once again. Good work from the ball boys to get the ball back in play. And a whistle, and the clock will stop as we end up getting a booking against Tyler Taft for Seymour. That likely is going to stop any chance of either team scoring. Ocean Tedding, one of the few substitutes on this Seymour team. She comes in while Taft goes out with the yellow. And a whistle and a foul will go against Beech. And that should do it for regulation here in Murfreesboro. So, much like the Division II Class 1A championship game yesterday, regulation time is not going to be enough here at the Siegel Soccer Complex. We will have overtime. Once again, we're going to have 2 10-minute overtime periods. We'll do right now is we will take a break, and when we come back, we will have the first overtime period, Beech 2, Seymour 2 in the Class 2A championship game. You're watching the NFHS Network.
Things are going really well. Living together is actually pretty good, you know?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really glad things are working out.
We have different schedules, but we have dinner together. And we watch different TV shows, but we compromise, you know?
That's great. Hey, I'm gonna call a cab. Do you need a ride?
No, man. She's picking me up.
There she is.
Good hanging, man.
Hey, Mima.
Hey, Peaches.
Is that a new nightie?
It doesn't matter who your driver is, as long as it's a sober one.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is proud to support high school athletics in the D1-AA. Whether it's playing sports or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, you're too young or old to move towards a healthy future. So get on your feet, cheer on your team, and join Blue Cross in making a healthier Tennessee. Vanderbilt Orthopedics is honored to be the official sports medicine provider for the D1-AA. If you have a bone or joint injury, contact Vanderbilt Orthopedics today. Call 615-93-ORTHO or visit us online at www.vanderbiltsportsmedicine.com.
They don't have to do the second team, right? There's a leader at the end of the first 10. No, there's 2 extra times at 10, even if you score. Okay, so even if you've got a leader at the end of the first 10, you still do the second. Yeah. 20 minutes of playing, and then if you score one, as soon as you score, it's like 2 10-minute halves. I thought if at the end of 10, as a leader, we're there. I don't think they make it.
They did this to win their semifinals against Greenville. They did 2 10s, 2 5s, and then they won 2 10s. Nobody scored in the 10s or the 5s. They won in PKs. It's like 2 10-minute halves. It's like a small game. I'm sorry. No.
Well, why even do 10-10 if you're automatically going to play another 10?
First overtime session is underway here at the Siegel Soccer Complex. Remember, we're going to have 2 10-minute overtime periods, and if still tied after those 20 minutes, then we will have 2 5-minute sudden death overtime periods. And if still tied after that, then we have penalty kicks. Seymour going from right to left for the first overtime session, then they'll switch sides. Pendleton has that taken away by who else? Kendra Mueller. Now it's Beech's turn to attack with Sanderfer. Sanderfer up for Swafford. Swafford stays on her feet. Swafford still with the advantage. Swafford gets taken down. That's going to be a foul. And that foul goes against Abby Wolfenbarger. And this basically turns into a corner kick for Beech. And Haley Burrows will take it. Already 2 minutes into this overtime session. Burrows, that free kick was low. Taff gets taken down, and Taff is worse for wear, holding her right knee back behind the play, her right knee and right ankle, and the clock will stop. Referee has a discussion with his assistant about what just happened. I don't believe that he saw the collision. And Taff will try to walk this off. Clock has started running, and it's going to actually go back for Beech, and they will start play again. And Mueller will send it forward. Here's Biddle. Biddle gets taken down, no call. Mueller goes back the other way. Mueller has that stolen by McKay, as McKay got in the way. Here's Gribenow. Stepping up, though, was Powell. And Beech is on the attack again. Fuqua on for Burrows, but Burrows can't control. Headed back. Now it's Mueller. Mueller for Fuqua. Ball still in play. Burrows to the middle of the field, skips through. Berry. Swafford looking for some help. And now Seymour will try to switch the attack. Russell. Russell, a long ball forward. Here comes Seymour. Pendleton. Slips and falls. And cleared. But not too far. Gillespie gets the shot off. Jones gets a hand on it. Puts it over that back line. And the 5th corner kick of the day coming up for Seymour. Again, the field's just so dug up in those corners, and a couple of them, it's really hard to get this thing up in the air. That's about as good as you may be able to get at this section. Here comes Beech. Swafford got past one defender. Swafford trying to thread the needle to Mueller and cleared. Fuqua plays that back, but coming all the way back is Pendleton. And now Pendleton tries to catch up with it. Pendle puts that off of Powell. And with 4 minutes remaining in the first overtime session, it's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. So much riding on this next goal. Again, it's not golden goal situation, but that next goal could be the difference here. Ball popped up and hit a hand, no call. We've got some physical contact, and I believe the foul is going to go against Seymour. And it does. One thing about the field is sometimes a lot of balls that normally would end up just continuing to carry, they just hit a dead spot and just stop. And there's some other areas where it can end up taking a skid. Decent numbers here for Beech. Mueller running ahead of the play. She cuts that back. Mueller now with the right foot takes the shot, but it is too high and will carry over the crossbar. Mueller was looking for the hat trick. She got some space and certainly has proven that she can score from distance. And with 1:50 remaining in the first overtime session, we're still tied at 2. Headed down. Swafford steered off the play. Sanderfer. Not much on that left-footed effort that time, and we'll go back the other way with Seymour. Gillespie puts that one right to Jones. Biddle still carrying. Takes a couple of touches too much, though, and Mueller will end up taking the soccer ball. She cuts that back, and Mueller has a lot of space. Mueller puts it forward for Burrows. Burrows has taken away by Wolfenbacher. And the race is on with only 10 seconds remaining in the first overtime period. The Seymour fans wanted a handball, but time had expired, and that will do it. First 10-minute overtime session is done. Second 10-minute overtime session is on the way. Teams will switch sides, and we'll see if we can get a goal in this 10-minute session. Still tied at 2 between Beech and Seymour. You're watching the NFHS Network.
Dynabody is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Whether it's new or used gym equipment, you can find it at dynabody.com, where we make champions.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Things are going really well. Living together is actually pretty good, you know?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really glad things are working out.
We have different schedules, but we have dinner together. And we watch different TV shows, but we compromise, you know?
That's great. Hey, I'm gonna call a cab. Do you need a ride?
No, man. She's picking me up.
There she is.
Good hanging, man.
Hey, Mima.
Hey, Peaches.
Is that a new nightie?
It doesn't matter who your driver is, as long as it's a sober one.
Second overtime period now underway between Seymour and Beech in the Class 2A championship game. Mark Nagy here with you at the Richard Siegel Soccer Complex in Murfreesboro. First 90 minutes, not enough to decide a champion in Class 2A. Will we know after this 10 minutes? Beech still on the attack. Steered out of bounds by Jory Russell. Teams have switched ends yet again. Pendleton with some really nice hustle to take that away from Mueller. Mueller, though, gets it back. Good pass for Burrows. Burrows, can she get free for a shot? She had a freedom for just a moment, but Russell blocks it. That shot goes to the side of the post, so it's going to be a goal kick. No reason at that point for Horton to put a glove on it. For Beech, this is their second overtime game in 3 days. Their semifinal against Greenville actually went all the way to PKs. They played a lot of soccer here in Murfreesboro. Sanderfer backtracks and then gets it back. You got a lot of tired legs out there right now. Harris. Into the box. And cleared. Sanderfer gets it. She tried to put it back into the box. Instead, it ends up outside the 18. Put out of bounds by Powell. Once again, remember, if we're still tied after this 10-minute period, we'll then play 2 5-minute sudden death overtime sessions. And a whistle, and a foul goes against Seymour's Jory Russell. Mueller thinking about a quick restart.
Come on, White! Get to the ball! Get to the ball!
Instead, she'll send it deep. Swafford had that taken away. Here's Biddle, guarded by Mueller. Biddle back on her right foot. Biddle, and back to their left. Biddle needs some help. Ends up getting that shot blocked by the back of Mueller. Fuqua plays it to Burrows. Now for Swafford. And you just wonder if there's just anybody out there that's just got a little burst left in them. That could be all we need to get this next goal. Fuqua couldn't get to it. Gribenow making no mistake, puts it over the back line. And it's going to be a corner. You see just how tired everybody is at this point. Mueller not even jogging over to the corner.
Come on, Eagles!
There's not going to have a lot of moments like this left in the game. Mueller places it down for Fuqua. As time continues to tick. Fuqua, short corner for Mueller. Mueller gets it in the air. That's punched away. Keeper is out. Can Beech take advantage? Mueller will take the shot, but this time not much doing. Now it's headed forward, headed back from Seymour. And is it finally going to be cleared? It is for the moment. Lauren Hutton had come off her line, gotten a hand on it, but she was way off her line for a few seconds. But Beech couldn't do much with it. That's a whistle, and a foul will go against Elizabeth Gribenow. Remember, she's playing with that yellow card. And it's going to be a free kick for Beech. That's in a very, very muddy part of the field. Haley Burrows will take it. We'll see if she can get a good strike on it. Burrows puts it up there. That ball's still in play. There's a shot, and it is in. So Mueller played it back. Jill Fuqua had the left foot ready to go. It was one of those situations where Lauren Horton had gotten a hand on it, but she was well off her line. Mueller knew that she couldn't get a shot off, so she played it back for Jill Fuqua. And with 4:38 remaining in the second overtime period, Beech is on top, 3-2. Seymour had a 1-0 lead, a 2-1 lead, and now for the first time all day, the Lady Buccaneers have the advantage. And just not much time remaining. Can Seymour equalize? Gillespie forward for Biddle. Lots of contact. Mueller gets knocked down, and that's a whistle. That's going to be a yellow card on Biddle. The third yellow card issued for a Seymour player today. And maybe the key problem here for Seymour is that Biddle has to go to the bench for at least until the next stoppage. And Abby Biddle is one of their best players. Everything kind of goes through her in the midfield. Mueller puts that down the line. It will not stay in bounds. Russell has the throw, and the referee will allow the substitution to occur, and Biddle comes right back in.
Abby Biddle.
But it's been 30 seconds since that original foul, and there's less than 3.5 minutes to go. Stacy Wolfenbacher. That's headed out of bounds by Gribenow, and certainly no reason for Beech to be in much of a hurry right now. So here's Mueller. You know, that go-ahead goal by Jill Fuqua, she didn't get a ton on it with the left foot, but the spacing was perfect. Another corner kick here for Beech. She just put that into a spot that Lauren Hutton couldn't get to. And the clock continues to tick. Sanderfer plays that for Mueller. And Beech can afford to play keep away here as they've got the lead. And they can just play possession if they have the opportunity to. Just keeping the ball in that corner. And now it's a throw-in, and this is smart play from the Lady Buccaneers. Because each time you have something like this, you're going to burn about 10 or 15 seconds. And that goes off of Jory Russell. That means another corner kick, and the clock continues to tick. Now Mueller can just shield the soccer ball if she wants. And it's up to Seymour to do all they can to get the soccer ball back. This is one of those situations where if you're a Beech fan, you love what you see with them playing keep away. If you're a Seymour fan, you're extremely frustrated because you can't get the ball. If you can't get the ball away from that part of the field, you don't have a chance to get back in the game. But it's very smart play from John Ferguson's team. And Mueller gets knocked down, and she's incredulous, but it goes out of bounds. And it turns into a throw for Seymour. But now with 27 seconds left, all Seymour can do now is just do everything they can to move it forward. But there's just too much real estate to operate from for Seymour. Sanderfer puts it out of bounds, and the dog pile is for Beech. Congratulations to the Beech Lady Buccaneers. They are your state champions in Class 2A with a hard-fought 3-2 victory in double overtime over the Seymour Lady Eagles. A whale of a ball game between these two teams. But for Beech, it was just too much. Kendra Mueller in her last high school soccer game. She'll be playing at UTC next year. 2 goals and the key assist in overtime on the game winner from Jill Fuqua. And the Lady Buccaneers are your state champions. So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the trophy presentations for the runners-up from Seymour and the champions from Beech. Beech 3, Seymour 2. You're watching the NFHS Network.
Things are going really well. Living together is actually pretty good, you know?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really glad things are working out.
We have different schedules, but we have dinner together. And we watch different TV shows, but we compromise, you know?
That's great. Hey, I'm gonna call a cab. Do you need a ride?
No, man. She's picking me up.
There she is.
Good hanging, man.
Hey, Mima.
Hey, Peaches.
Is that a new nightie?
It doesn't matter who your driver is, as long as it's a sober one.
Doing great. I'm right here.
No te preocupes, aquí estoy. Hey, Dad. I'm here.
I'm right here.
Being here matters. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield has thousands of people right here in Tennessee serving millions of members.
And if you need anything else, we'll be right here.
So when it matters, wherever you go, we'll always be right here.
And welcome back to the Siegel Soccer Complex. What a game in the Division I Class 2A Championship between Seymour and Beech. Beech prevails 3-2 in double overtime. Seymour had a 1-0 lead. They had a 2-1 lead, but they just could not hang on, giving up a goal each time. And then, just past the midway point of the second overtime period, Beech, with the pass from Kendra Mueller and the left-footed shot from Kiera Berry, from Jill Fuqua, and that was the difference. That was all that Beech needed as the Lady Buccaneers, in their first appearance at the state tournament, they win their first state championship in program history. So let's leave you with the sights and sounds of the trophy presentations, not only for the runners-up from Seymour and their head coach, Ron Blades, but for the champions from Beech and their head coach, John Ferguson. Congratulations to both of these teams on a spectacular season. So for everyone behind the scenes here, I'm Mark Nagy. Thank you very much for joining us, watching the NFHS Network. Once again, stay tuned for the trophy presentations.
And your 2018 runner-up team is the Seymour High School Lady Eagles. And your championship head coach's award is presented to head coach John Ferguson. And we're proud to present your 2018 state champions, the Beech High School Lady Buccaneers! As you leave today, please remember to stay safe on the road. Always wear your seatbelt and never get behind the wheel if you've been drinking. If you lose it, you will lose it. Paid for by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.